Hi, this is Elena with Black Sheep 303 Creative, and today I am part of the Elizabeth Craft Designs Designers Challenge for May 2018, which is all that glitters. And I wanted to prove that you can use glitter on a masculine card. So I am using the new Beach glitter palette from Elizabeth Craft Designs to create a Father's Day card. And you're going to see me struggle a little bit to get the backing off of my 8.5 by 11 clear double-sided adhesive sheet. But I'm going to peel it back about 1/4 of the way. And then I'm going to stick a piece of 85-pound white soft finish cardstock texture side down onto the adhesive sheet, and then just peel the whole thing back and trim off any excess adhesive that's sticking off the edge. Because I'm going to be die cutting all of my shapes out of this, so they are stickers essentially. I'm going to use the sticky side to put the glitter on. Now, the main focus of my card are 5 of the hexagon shapes from the fitted Hexagons Die Set that you see I've cut out there, and here's the die set. I have 1 of the, I'm calling it the 5th smallest, 2 of the 4th smallest, 2 of the 3rd smallest, 3 of the 2nd smallest, and 2 of the very smallest one. And on the largest one, I've die cut out the word dad using the letters in the Blackboard Alphabet Die Set. And I did keep every little bit of that, including the middles of those letters, because those are going to get used. Then I've also die cut out the word thanks from the Words to Thinking of You die set. And if you've watched my videos lately, I've got a fair amount of those using those word sets because I love them. And then this tiny heart I die cut out from the Summer Drink die set. I just love the shape and size of that heart. I thought it was perfect for this card. So what we're going to be doing is covering all these pieces with glitter, and I have a little mock-up here that I did, and this is the glitter palette I'm going to be using. It's called Beach, and as you can see, it's got 3 shades of blue and a silver and a gold, and I think it's quite masculine and very pretty. So to start off with, I am covering it's the largest hexagon we're using, but it's the 5th smallest. I think I'm doing that backwards. It's actually probably I don't know. Yeah, it is the 5th smallest in the set, and then I probably should go higher from that, shouldn't I? Anyway, so I've peeled off the backing off part of it and poured the glitter over it. This is called Pebble Blue. And then I peeled off the second half and covered the rest of it by pouring the glitter over it, and then just tap off the excess and rub it down with my finger to burnish it onto the glue, and then really, really bring out the shine. That makes a huge difference. You've got to do it. And then I'm also doing it on the centers of the letters because we're going to feed those right back into those spaces. And then all right, I'm going to be confusing, but I'm going to call this the 4th smallest hexagon. One of those also gets covered in the Pebble Blue. Oh, I'm sorry. The 4th smallest. And then the letters, all of the letters, so the dad, then the thanks, are covered in the gold color, which is called Sand Dunes. So you're just actually doing the exact same process. So peel off the backing. With the small things, I can just dip it in the glitter and then peel off the rest of the backing and complete it. You don't really want to touch the glitter or the adhesive sheet with your fingers, just because the oils in your fingers can mess up the glue. So that's why I peel off part of it, cover it with the glitter, and then hold the glittered side with my fingers. And then the 3 of the 2nd smallest hexagons are covered in the silver sand color. And then this is Ocean Blue, and this is one of the 3rd smallest hexagons being covered in that. And then the 2 smallest, very smallest hexagons will also be covered in this glitter as well. Now, if I'm confusing you with what shape gets what color, I do have pictures on my blog and some step-out instructions. So I actually have listed on there all this information. Now, one of the 3rd smallest hexagons gets half of the Pebble Blue, sorry, so I'm just peeling off half of the backing and covering it with the Pebble Blue glitter. And then I'm going to switch to the Midnight Blue glitter and cover the other half by peeling off the backing and just covering it with that half. So it's, as you can see, it's super easy to do shapes half and half. And then we'll cut that in half to use each side of that. And then our last piece to be covered with Midnight Blue is one of the 4th smallest hexagons. And that just gets completely covered in the Midnight Blue. And that one we're going to cut into about 2/3 by 1/3 shape that you'll see here in a second. And there are each of the pieces separated by their colors. Now I've got an A2 size top folding card base made from 100-pound white soft finish cardstock. You can see I've added adhesive tape in the various sizes to the various sizes of the hexagons. And there's that Midnight Blue that I've cut into like 2/3 and 1/3. And then that two-toned one is cut in half. And now I've also got some liquid adhesive available, and here's my little mock-up. Now I made the mock-up because, especially with things where you're using kind of a limited color palette and limited shapes, I think it's important to make sure that you have your colors varied enough around on the actual canvas, if you will, which would be the card front, and the sizes to make it visually interesting. And so doing a little mock-up like that helped me determine like what color should go where. And so that helped me out quite a bit. It's a little tougher because then I knew ahead of time like what shape needed what color, and that kind of helped also. So I kind of suggest that if you're a person that, you know, can't just wing it with simple shapes and colors, that little mock-up helped me out quite a bit. I just had markers that were similar colors, and I just traced the hexagon shapes onto like some scratch paper and did it that way. Now you can see I'm adhering everything down in place by peeling off the backing on the adhesive tape. I have 3mm around the letter openings to get a good adhesion on the dad hexagon there. And it's also important to create a focal point so that one large hexagon catches the eye more than the others, and that creates an easy focal point. And then the fact that it's going to have two-tone letters in it, and that little gold heart and the gold thanks above it also draws attention to it. So just something to think about when you're sort of designing a card front. Now I'm adding liquid adhesive to the back of my letters, and I'll do that for all of the letters, and it's just a matter of feeding those right back into where they were die cut from, so super easy. And then I will also put liquid, I need to trim off the excess, don't I? So I'm just trimming off the pieces that hang off the edges to clean up the card front. And then I'm going to adhere thanks on top of the sort of two larger hexagons there, right above dad. The liquid adhesive is nice because it allows me to kind of move the letters around to get them straight. Then I'm feeding the insides of the letters right back in, so that's why you need to keep those and glitter those as well to kind of finish off the dad, and that's the completed project. And so you can see it is really, really glittery, but the fact that the color palette is so masculine, like, I mean, I think every man loves blue, right? And there are 3 shades of blue in this, and then metallics are really neutral. And even though it is super shiny, when combined with those really simple shapes, it works as a card for a man because doesn't feel girly at all because the colors aren't girly, the shapes aren't girly. I think it's very simple and yet very celebratory. So you can use glitter on a masculine card. So I hope I inspired you a little bit to try that out today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, supplies are linked in the video description and over on my blog. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I would appreciate it if you do that as well. Thanks. Have an amazing day.